you know, of the Bantu lands. Bantu lands are made up of upward spirals and downward spirals, upward spirals and downward spirals. So that is the natural flow of everything. It's always upward spiral, downward spiral, upward spiral. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. Today I am here to talk about what you can read behind me, which is Introduction to Operator, to Generator, Operator, and Generator. So, you know, this makes a lot of difference. These are some of the tiny things, the tiny things that I teach in this particular class. Are you opening up for mentorship spots right now? My dear Peculiar T, the only spots that are available are the spots for reading the book. Kwanza, thank you very much for reminding me to go back. Reading the book. I cannot go anywhere with you if you haven't read Zabur. I'll just tell you that for free. Henceforth, I will not be able to go anywhere with you if I don't know your state and your relationship with the book of Psalms, with the book of Zabur, with the book of Dawood. I don't know where you are with that particular book. The only people I'm continuing with are the people who have already passed through that particular line. So read it and know where you are with it. Write to me after reading it. And then let me see where you are, because that book is literally, I like it so much because it will also help me know the people who are serious and people who are time wasters. So guys, just know that Zabur is going to be the doorway to entry points into any personal one-on-one program that I'm going to be having with anybody. So just to be aware of that. If before I get to know you, before I get to do anything with you, you will be reading that book from the beginning to the end and telling me how you feel about it from book, you know, and then after that, then we move on. Because that book it is authenticity marker. It is an authenticity marker. So, Peculiar T, if you want to get to my September, October intake, then please get into the book. It's raining outside, so I don't know whether somebody's crying out of this information. But yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. I love that. Yes, please. And read the book. Kindly. You know, spirituality, there's laziness in spirituality. There are people who just want to walk, like it's like a walk in the park. They want to have a walk in the park. It's so impossible to have a walk in the park in spirituality. It is impossible to have a walk in the park in spirituality. Kindly guys, just know that there's work to be done for yourself. If you don't love yourself, you are not going to go anywhere with me or with anybody spiritual. So just get into that. It's hard for me to read because I didn't grow up with the Bible and English isn't my first language. Then wait. Yeah, by the way, thank you very much, Serena, for mentioning that. It's not just you that is struggling to read it. People whose English is not their first language have been complaining. And please, if you know, you have the book and English is not your first language, don't miss Sunday services. Never miss Sunday, because I will be using Sunday now to translate into layman's language and preach Zabur. And I feel like we should have started 2 Sundays ago, guys. We should have started 2 Sundays ago, but you know, even maybe the universe is just saying, relax a little bit with this. Because when we start the translation and the preaching of the translation, then we are gone. We are done. We are gone. We are gone. We are gone. Somebody's telling me rain is good, signs of new beginnings. I'm appreciative of that. I haven't finished the book yet, but I have my favorite verse. It's already beautiful. Thank you. I'm not complaining. Beautiful. So Yeah.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, you have to do the work. And anyway, guys, keep sharing the live. If you are in groups where people are not here, tell them that we are here. We're already moving on. Because also, come to classes.
I know.
Come to classes.
I'll take a
I will
bath.
not be spoon feeding anymore. I will be teaching and going.
I mean, it's so cold.
As hardworking as I am, also as a student, please be as hardworking as I am when it comes to absorbing this particular information. If you know you're paying to be here, unless you're just paying to support and you're like, okay, I'll just pay that to support and I don't need to be there. I want to absorb it by osmosis. I don't really need it. Then fine.
you so
But if
much.
you know you're
Thank
paying
you.
attention, then please bring the attention so that you can always collect after each and every life that I have. And I'm going to be moving on. So, introduction to generator, operator, and the generator. So, first of all, when we are talking about, I'm sorry, I'm working on Wednesday, so I can't be there. You can't even have an headphone or something, you know. I read a little bit every, but I would like to read 6 hours straight. You will manage when you're ready. Hello Siri. I started reading it so far. I love it. I'm glad that you love it. Continue reading the book. The book is very, it speaks for itself. I don't even want to speak much into it so much. I will speak on it when we start doing our Sunday services. But the book speaks for itself, and it is of help to people who need it. What's that book? It's called Zabur. And if I did not give you Zabur, please look for it among the students now. Because my deadline for giving it out already passed. If I did not give it out to you, if you did not catch it, students have it in the comment section. Find people who have it so that they can share it with you. And guys, please also just utilize yourself and share it with people who are truly in need. I'm taking my time to read the book. I've been feeling drawn to read it. Nice, amazing. So behind me, which system represents which month, which zodiac? So can you read the words behind me? Can you guys read the words behind me? From here, let me turn. We are starting with the integumentary system, muscular system.
What the fuck?
Skeletal system, nervous system, endocrine system, circulatory system, lymphatic system, respiratory system, digestive system, urinary system, reproductive system. Now when you look at all these systems, we count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are the 12 most fundamental systems of the body. Now, they go hand in hand with what? The 12 zodiac signs, and they also go hand in hand with what? The 12 parts of the body, the 12 houses. So as my students, I just want to interact. I want to engage with you today. And the first one is integumentary system. What is integumentary system? Which zodiac sign does it represent? And which part of the body does it represent? Please, the quick learners, save the class as we go. And people with the book also kindly mark the names of the people who are asking for it in the comment section and share it with them kindly. Let's keep things going. Let's keep things going. Let's keep our pipe moving. Give the books out to people who are asking and everything. If you are capable of. Make friends while at it. Now, a very good student has already answered. Amal has already answered Sagittarius or Nu. Integumentary system is the system that carries the nails. Your skin. The biggest part of you, your outward appearance. That is your Sagittarius energy. Nu energy. Which part of the body does the Sagittarius represent? And please, congratulations, thank you very much for getting the answer correct. So just answer Sagittarius, Noom, and then thigh. You know, let me answer that one for you. So it is representative of the thigh in the 12 parts of the body. It is representative of the Sagittarius in the 12th zodiac sign, Noom in the 12th African zodiac sign, and that is the integumentary system. And then, after integumentary system, we have the muscular system. Please, somebody else. Somebody else, what is muscular system in the 12 zodiac signs? What is the muscular system among the 12 zodiac signs? We talked about it in my last class.
Oh, I wasn't there last class.
That is Gemini. Representative of the arms. Guys, are you concentrating on how I'm saying you should answer the question? Sorry. Please concentrate on how I'm saying you should answer. Yes, and Duta, you've answered it correctly now. Gemini, Anubis, and and arms. Please just don't answer the questions lazily. You see the way Duta has answered that question. And guys, we are in class. There's no hurry. Take your time and type the correct answer from the beginning to the end. Please don't rush. Let us not have a lot of comments but useless. Let us have few comments but useful. So now Duta has answered that correctly. Now let's go to the next. The next one is the skeletal system. What is representative of the skeletal system? And let's go for quickly, please. If you know the answer, just drop it down as we go. The skeletal system is what? What? See? What? We are entering into the definition of Gog, remember. So just recall that this is a mandatory step that you must master. Taurus neck, Asar, exactly. Thank you very much, Amal. And then somebody else, Atino, said Taurus, Osiris, self-support. Beautiful. Taurus, Osiris, nectar. Okay, so that is the skeletal system. After the skeletal system, we have the nervous system. The nervous system is what? The nervous system. As we say the nervous system, somebody else, the endocrine system, and then the circulatory system. So the nervous system, and then somebody else answer the endocrine system, and then somebody else answer the circulatory system. What are they? Let's get the answers as we go. Aries, Aset, Isis, head, okay. Isis or Aset, beautiful. Aset, authenticity, Aries, which is head. Aset, head. Okay. Endocrine system. The people who are in class and you don't know about these things, make friends. Because now you know, this is a school now. You know, where once the teacher is ahead of you now, you ought to make friends in the class. You ought to know you are late so that you make friends in the class who can make you ahead. Please. That is a personal responsibility. Endocrine system is what now? Is this difficult for you guys? The endocrine system? Can someone answer what Sagittarius? I can't answer that. Sagittarius is representative of the integumentary system. This integumentary system. Integumentary system. Which is also the thighs. Capricorn, self-usage thought. Atieno, did you check that in your notes? Or you have it often? Atieno, do you have that often or did you check it from your notes? After the endocrine system, we have the circulatory system. The circulatory system, please. Atieno has gotten that one correct. Capricorn, self-usage thought. Beautiful. Next time I want you to have it often. Next time I want you to have it often. Circulatory system, please, is what? Circulatory system has to be Leo. Answer it with confidence. It is Leo, and then Leo is representative of what? These images even look like what they represent. So circulatory system is representative of the heart. Yeah. Sun, love. I'm noticing through this that some of my students are careless with answers. Careless with answers. Don't be careless with answers. Circulatory system represents Leo in the zodiac and the heart among the 12 parts of the body. We have the lymphatic system down here. The lymphatic system. What is the lymphatic system? Today this laptop has days where it is behaving and days where it doesn't. Leo Amun. Yeah. The lymphatic system, guys, the lymphatic system. Pisces Heru toes. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is the immune system. Then we have the respiratory system. The respiratory system. The respiratory system. Chest, Cancer. Beautiful. Beautiful. Then we have the digestive system. Two more to go. Digestive system, the digestive system. Stomach, Virgo, self-analyze. Beautiful. That is what the digestive system is all about. And then the urinary system. Yes, Virgo, yes. The urinary system. Not B, Virgo, my dear. Okay, Dlamini, not Bigo, it's Virgo. Urinary system, my dears, urinary system. Urinary system. So back balance, that is Libra energy. And then finally, we have the female reproductive system. The female reproductive system. What does she represent, please? Hathor, Scorpio energy. Self-desire, please, not self-love. Self-desire. And then finally, we have the male reproductive system. Yes, V. Hobile, you have that right. Male reproductive system. Aquarius, self-knowledge, which is set. So if you've never been in class when we're talking about this, you've now heard. Is there a zodiac sign we've left behind that we've not talked about? If you are here and your zodiac sign has not been mentioned, yes, Achilles heel. If your zodiac sign has not been mentioned, all this represent, these are the gods of life. They come in human beings. Anything that is born comes in these parts of the body, or its body is made up of these particular parts. Anything, any entity that has a birth chart, anything that was born that had the celestial bodies placed in a certain way when it was being conceived for the first time, has this particular formation in their life. They have 12 types of energy, which is self-adventure, self-thinking, self-support, authenticity, self-usage, self-love, then self-belief, which is immunity, having your immune system very tight. Then we have the self-feeling, which is intuition, seeing within, seeing inside, the visuals inside. And then we have the self-analysis. And then we have the self-balance, then self-desire, and then self-knowledge. Self-desire and self-knowledge. The female reproductive system is self-desire, the male reproductive system is self-knowledge. These are the 12 areas of your life that if you want to be complete, you must have them complete. And I'll just go through them one last time, just to make sure that people who are new, you know. Inside your life, all these energies are the ones that make you complete. In order for you to be a complete human being, you must have self-knowledge, self-desire, self-balance, self-analysis, self-feeling, which is self-intuition, self-belief, which is self-immune system, self-love, self-usage, authenticity, self-support, self-thinking, and then self-adventure and visualization. Those are the 12 types of energy that you must have, and these are the gods. They make the word God. Now, this word God that you hear people talking about, it is an abbreviation for generation, operation, and destruction. That is for God. When you hear God of Abraham is generation, operation, and destruction. But then that is not the only God. There are different types of gods for different types of people. People channel their 12 energies. Different civilizations have grown to channel their 12 energies to do different things. So the way you channel your 12 energy to function is what determines what you worship. The way Chinese channel their 12 energies is not the same way the Indians do. It is not the same way okay, let me not use Chinese like that. Let me say, the way Buddhists channel their 12 energies is not the way Hindus do it, and it's not the way Muslims do it, and it's not the way Christians do it, and it's not the way Voodoo, Hoodoo, and African spiritual practitioners do it. So different spiritualities have developed different ways of worshipping their own bodies depending on the functionality of these particular 12 parts that make up their essence. And I'm going to continue. The generators are the cardinals. What do they do? Now we have out of the word God. Out of the word God we have G-O-G. But then the Christians, they have G-O-D. Instead of generated, they destroy. Something that I've explained before. I've explained before how in Christianity they call it God, while in other spiritualities they call it a name that symbolizes generation, not destruction. Now, daddy, whatever. That particular D in the God is representative of the destruction, and especially of patriarchy, if you're looking at it from a superficial point of view. But it is the representation of the ability to destroy, which is some people's religion, you know. Participating in things like iconoclasm required you to have the ability to destroy. participating in things like the Olympics that was created to worship Zeus requires you to be somebody who is a spiritual destroyer. So that ability to destroy is some people's religion, on which we will not indulge in or talk too much about. We are going to be talking about now the religion, the spirituality, the ancient spirituality of the people who are first here, the people who are here first. Now, the people who are recent created their own spirituality out of what the people who are here first had, which is their own. You know, you leave it to them. We don't criticize. In fact, we're moving away from criticizing other people's spirituality. Let them have their own of destruction now. There is another one that is of generation now. Instead of generator, operator, destroyer, you have generator, operator, degenerated. Now the generators are the cardinal. The cardinal signs bring what has not been to life. The cardinal signs, the generators, out of the 12 zodiac signs, we have 4 generators, 4 operators, and 4 generated out of the 12. So now the generators are who? Out of the 12 we have the nervous system. The nervous system is a generator. It brings what has not been to life. And guys, as I'm speaking about this, please look at yourself and your life. As I'm talking about the nervous system, I'm talking about your authenticity, your Aries energy. So as I'm talking about this thing, take your eyes inside of you and make sure that you are mastering these things inside of you. So now, Aries, which is the nervous system, is a generator. Cancer, which is the respiratory system, is also another generator. The urinary system, which is Libra. Libra is also another generator. And then we have here Capricorn. So we have Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. If at all you cannot see them properly. We have your authenticity is a generator. Your ability to feel is a generator. Your ability to balance yourself is a generator. Your ability to utilize yourself is a generator. So now, what are generators? They bring what has not yet been to life. Your ability to be authentic can bring something that has never been to life within you, within your consciousness. Your ability to feel can bring something that has never been to life to life. Your ability to balance yourself can bring your ability to distribute. You know, balance is all about distributing energy. Your ability to distribute energy is also a generator, can bring something new into your energy. And also your ability to utilize yourself can bring something new into your energy. So those people who are always like, I'm tired of the same routine, I'm tired of the same, I'm just doing the same thing, I'm bored, I'm bored, I'm bored. If you want to create something new, these are your targets, your authenticity. If nothing new is coming into your life, your authenticity door is closed. If nothing new is coming into your life, your feeling, your intuition is closed. If nothing new is coming into your life, your balance is closed. Nothing new is happening into your life, your self-usage is closed. Now your ability to utilize this will always bring you new. Your ability to utilize the G, the generator in the word Gog, will always bring you new. If you want new, tap into them. If you want something new to happen, utilize yourself. Get into a new skill. Start doing something that you've never done before. Utilize your body, go dancing. Go register for twerking or something. Out of you just getting and doing something new in utilizing yourself, you are going to start generating. Being authentic. Just be authentic with yourself. Let your body do what it wants to do. If you want something new to start flowing into your life. If you want something new to start flowing into your life, feel. Be alone. Feeling is being alone. You know, most of the time when I tell people feel, what is feeling? Being alone. Anytime you be alone, you start feeling. And what is feeling? Seeing inside. I'm always telling you, my students, that your breasts are your eyes below. Your eyes above, your eyes below. So what does the eyes below look into? It sees into your own private life, your own infinite life. Every time you feel, every time you are alone, you are tapping into infinity. You are seeing infinity. So when we talk about feel, are we talking about? Be alone, bitch. Be alone. If you are never alone, you will never feel. Anytime you start being alone, you feel. People who are afraid of being alone are afraid of feeling. Because every time you are alone, you feel. So, whenever you feel, you are tapping into infinite consciousness, and infinite consciousness has a lot of your ancestors in there. So there's something new in there, of course. Every time you're feeling. So that's a new portal, a portal into the new. That's a generator. Urinary system. Your ability to balance yourself. Your ability to distribute energy. Your urinary system is all about distribution of energy into different parts of your body. That is all the Sobek energy is all about. It is the one that is going to take some energy into Gemini, some energy into Taurus. It is the one that is going to, you know, when after you've digested food, that the energy of that food mainly becomes stored. And by the way, as we talk more about it, you're going to realize who urinary system is. Because I know my students have issues with comprehending certain houses. And most houses that most students have comprehending is the urinary system house, the female reproductive, the Scorpio house, and probably the Cancer house. And today we will explain them in a way that you will comprehend even much better. So the urinary system is the giving birth system. Your urinary system is like the shores that accept the fisherman from the sea, from the lake, to come into the shore with his catch. That shore sometimes does not accept that fisherman to come with its catch. When you order things from the United States to Kenya via Amazon, most of the time they'll transport it via the waters. And for that thing to get into that waters up to the shore, that process is manifestation process. The process of things getting into the shore. And the urinary system represents that waters, the waters. The urinary systems are the waters that have the crocodiles inside. And it is the crocodiles that decide whether the fisherman makes it to the shore with its fish. It is the crocodiles at the shore that decides whether that package from Amazon is going to make it into the shore and into your house. It is the urinary system that decides whether you're going to be having that baby that you're manifesting, whether it is going to come into reality. So this urinary system is almost like a portal that ensures manifestation. So as long as you're manifesting, you're generating. As long as you're manifesting, you're capable of storing, you're capable of distribution, you're generating. And we'll explain it more as we go. So stay with it so that you know what urinary system is as we go. So those are the G's in the GOG, the generators. After the generators, we have the operators. Now, who are the operators? These are the fixed. They embody stability and endurance. After you've generated, you have to have stability and endurance. After you've said, oh God, make me a CEO. After I've said, oh God, give me subscribers on TikTok. And then you get subscribers. Now that is generation, you've generated subscribers. Now the process of maintaining those subscribers is the process of operation. After you've given birth to a child, it has already passed through the Sobek energy. You brought it. Now the process of growing it, raising it, that is what operation is. I want to tell you, in this world, we're always moving towards something. When you move towards something, you get there. Your process of moving towards something is generation. Your process of getting there is operation. And then your process of leaving that particular place is now what we call the generated, which I'm going to be talking about next, but let's talk about the operation. So who are the operators? The skeletal system. So let's look at this area first. The nervous system generates, the skeletal system operates, meaning your authenticity generates, your self-support operates. It is my authenticity that made people to start subscribing here. A lot of there are a lot of options. Like right now, even as I'm going live, there are millions of other people who are going live. But then what makes people to come watch my live is my authenticity. Which is the generator. But then what maintains this is the authenticity is self-support, which is the operator. My ability to show up every day. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you cannot show up every day, and you remember what the skeletal system is, we learned about it last week. I showed you is the 7 days. The neck is made up of the 7 days. So it doesn't matter how good you are. If you cannot utilize the 7 days, which is just consistency, repetition. There's a lot of power in repetition. If you cannot, it doesn't matter what you generated here. It doesn't matter what you generated here if you cannot support it. It doesn't matter what you generated here if you cannot support it. So you generate it, you support it, and then now you get results. This plus this equals this. This plus this equals this. This plus this equals this. So let's start here. The generator plus operator, now you get the generated. Your memory becomes filled. And remember, where does fertilization takes place? Fertilization takes place in the fallopian tube. What is the fallopian tube in the human body, the human arms? I told you guys, please let nobody say that I'm saying things that they cannot comprehend. If you cannot comprehend it, just tell me I go back. Tell me I go back, and I can go back right now because all the notes are here. But I told you that your arms are like the fallopian tube, and that is where fertilization takes place. So your ability to think for yourself is where you harvest. That's where the money is. After you've generated authenticity, you've supported it. Now it gives you your ability to think for yourself, both intuitively, both through intuition and through memory. Your ability to think for yourself through intuition and through memory. Thinkers are the ones who become. Thinkers are becomers. Thinkers are the ones who become. Now, a combination of thinking plus self-utilization makes you a success. A combination of self-thinking and self-utilization makes you a success. But then success starts from self-thinking. Because without self-thinking, self-usage is impossible. Without self-thinking, slavery. No, this makes you the boss. So we have the generator, the operator, the generated. And then, again here we have the generator. Your feelings, your ability to see within your world, within your own world. The operator. Now when your ability to see inside your own world, which is your ability to feel. And your ability to love, and your ability to love everything that you see inside. You know, your ability to see inside your own world, you will see the entire world, as within, so without. All the elephants are inside you. Everything that exists outside of you has a representation of it inside of you. So your ability to see everything that exists inside of you, and your ability to love it, gives you the ability to analyze now. Now you can see inside of you, oh, this is a lion. Oh, it's energy now. Because you can see it from inside of yourself. Now you meet somebody from the outside, you see, oh, they behave like a butterfly because you already have that butterfly totem inside of yourself, so you can recognize it outside. You already have the buffalo totem inside of yourself, so you can recognize it outside. So every time you can recognize and you already see everything that is inside of yourself, you combine with loving it, because you're supposed to love everything that is inside of you, baby. Baby, you're supposed to love everything that is inside. Every time you are alone and you feel you're supposed to love everything that is inside. And if you don't love everything that is inside, then you need shadow work. That is what we call shadow work. If you engage in seeing everything that is inside and you don't love it, you need shadow work. You're supposed to see everything inside, love it, and your love of it will help you analyze and see your relationship with everything that is outside of you. Remember, your analysis is where your navel is. It's where your umbilical cord was attached to the placenta of your mother. So that is the point of attachment. Your digestive system is the point of attachment of you and everything that exists outside. When you see the shape of the placenta, it is the shape of like a tree, just to show that your umbilical cord was connected to all before your conception. And your ability to discern your relationship with all that you are connected to, and then adjust your proximity accordingly, is what we call the digestive system. And the main question we usually ask in the digestive system is, did I do evil or did I take evil? That is the only thing that happens when the food is being digested inside your stomach. The food is being asked, are you here to do evil? If you are here to do evil, go to the anus. Go through the large intestine into the anus. Are you here to do good? Are you here to do... That is the only question that gets asked at the digestive system. Everything you digest, the question is, are you here to do evil? Go to the anus. They show you the back door. Are you here to do good? They show you the intestine and then absorption into the bloodstream. So now when you generate through your feelings and then you love, then what you get is analysis that will enable you to only surround yourself with things that are welcoming to you. It will make you a woman who is surrounded by peaceful people, people who tell you, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so hardworking. You will be surrounded by people who, you know, make you win, and that is what we call the harvest. So let's go back. Before I go down here, let me go back. Generator plus operator, you get the generated. Generator plus operator, you get the generated. So if you want to think for yourself and have a strong intuition and have a strong mental power, because remember what I always say, the world belongs to those who have the strongest brain, the strongest ability to think for themselves. You want a strong ability to think for yourself and a strong ability to analyze, you must engage these two. This plus this equals this. This plus this equals this. And then, when we go to the church now, then this minus this equal, this is dead. Let me tell you what Christians do. What happens at the churches, especially the Roman Catholic Church? Then it is God minus, okay, the nervous system minus the skeletal system means there's no harvesting of self-thinking. So they kill your authenticity, they kill your self-support so that you don't think for yourself. Then they kill your ability to feel, they kill your ability to love yourself so that you don't digest anything, so that you allow zombies and energy vampires to plug on you. If you don't know how to analyze, you will always live around energy vampires. You'll be a very miserable individual because you'll have receptors for everything that does you evil. When you are somebody who, you are a Christian, your digestive system is always saying, hey, your digestive system is always asking the foods that are inside you. Instead of asking, are you here to do evil or are you here to do good? Your digestive system is asking, hey, if you know you are here to do evil, get into the bloodstream. If you know you are here to do good, back down into the anus. That is the digestive system of a Christian. It works in reverse. So then it is this plus minus this, you don't get this. This minus this, you don't get this. As we continue. Up to there, are we together, guys? I've talked a lot. Let me see if you guys are on board. Yeah. So I hope you're getting the difference and your eyes are opening as far as these energies are concerned. Now let's get down here. We're going to explain. I'm going to explain a lot of this thing. Maybe we're going to even come back here to see this again, to see how you will feel about it by the time we are done with this class. So let me just start by scratching these surfaces. So when we come here, the urinary system is the generator, the female reproductive system is the operator, while the integumentary system is what is generated. So now, your urinary system is your balance, your ability to balance yourself. Your ability to balance yourself plus is what generates your manifestation. And then your self-desire. Your ability to balance yourself is what generates your manifestation. Your self-desire is what operates those manifestations. It is your self-desire that ensures what you create. Because remember, this is your ability to balance, your ability to distribute energy. Now, after you've distributed that particular energy, now, what puts it in place long term is your self-desire. Now, what do I mean by self? Let me just explain this a little bit deeper. Your self-balance, which is your ability to distribute energy to other houses, to other people, it's just your relationship with your outside environment, your ability to distribute energy, and your ability to feel, to sit in your divine feminine energy, meaning your ability to marry your authentic, ancient self. For example, what do I mean by this? For example, let me just give an example that is straight to the point. For example, the energy that you have here, the balance that you have here, you need to distribute it, some of it to your breasts, some of it to your face. You always see people, the way they distribute their energy. Some people, you find them, their face, their body is so big, but then their face has so little fat in it. Like, the way people look is a representation of how they distribute energy towards their body. And how they distribute energy around their body is what is maintained by their self-desire. So that's how you find, like, for example, people like South Sudan people, the way their bodies, the way they distribute energy in their bodies, you find that they don't have like a lot of energy or a lot of meat around their nyash nowadays, because of, they get a lot of models that make them to want to look that skinny. Now you go to a place like South Africa, you find them, they have, some of them, they distribute a lot of energy towards the breast, some energy is distributed a lot around the nyash, and then they have that hourglass shape. All these figures, they are all self-desire. They are all run by self-desire. It is self-desire that makes people distribute their energy according to what they think is beautiful. And that is what determines the beauty standard of each and every area. For example, when you go to Australia, the way they distribute their energy is different from the way they distribute energy in America. And it is different from maybe the way they distribute energy among the Niloids. Maybe the way Niloids distribute energy is not the way the Bantus do, or maybe the way Oromos distribute energy is not the way Abeshas do. But I don't know whether you get it, but that ability to distribute your energy is what makes you your self-desire. Now your self-desire is what you look like. It's like creating yourself, a Barbie doll. So it's like your urinary system is what gives you that ability to create yourself, and then the way you form yourself, the stature, the sculpture is now your self-desire. I don't know whether you guys get it. The other day we had a lady at the New York, I don't know whether it's called New York Times or whatever. The lady was put there to represent black people, but then a lot of people were like, she doesn't represent me, she doesn't represent me. Because they felt like their self-desire were clashing with the self-desire of that particular lady. So self-desire is what determines how people distribute their particular energy. So how you distribute your energy, your ability to distribute energy is the generator. Now your self-desire is the operator that makes sure that, oh, put a lot there in the nyash. Okay, can't put more here in the breast. Okay, don't put so much in the face. Okay, put some in the arms there. Okay, so that self-desire is what now what you create now, and then now the generator is now what you create. So look, you have the urinary system as the generator. You have the female reproductive system as let me call this female reproductive system as the Barbie doll makers. The Barbie doll makers. Because that is what the female reproductive system is all about. We are Barbie doll makers. We make Barbie dolls. That's what women do. And so also that is the energy that is carried in the self-desire. You are a Barbie doll. You are making yourself. So your ability to balance is what makes you have the ability to make yourself into a Barbie doll. And then this is now the Barbie doll. This is the result. The result is now the Barbie doll. Your skin, the way your energy is distributed, the way your nails look, your outside appearance is the result of you distributing energy around your body. Honor, is somebody getting it? Is somebody getting it? I know I'm explaining this in depth for the first time. It might not be easy to get it, but is somebody, yes. So you know what I always say that people have an issue comprehending these people, these two, the Scorpio energy, Sobek energy, and sometimes Star energy. So this is your ability to mold yourself into an avatar. This is your ability to mold yourself into an avatar. So your ability to even hold energy, to even store energy. Your urinary system is your ability to even store energy, Like for example, you've harvested a lot of maize. Can you even store those maize? After you've stored those maize, can you distribute them? Can you distribute the maize? Some you take to your mother, some you take to your father, some you take to your child, some you take to your uncle. And then after you've distributed, now you get that distribution, the change that comes from you distributing that particular energy. That is me talking about it from the outside. Talking about it from the inside, you've already gotten your energy from digestion. That energy is pushed into your Sobek, your pelvic area, to help you bring manifestation. So your ability to distribute that energy to different parts of your body, some you take to your arm, to your shoulder, to wherever. That is your self-desire energy. And then a combination of self-balance and self-desire now gives you self-visual. Now this is the Barbie doll, the visual that you created. The visual that you created. Up to that point, we are together, I'm sure. And then lastly, we have this corridor here where we have now another generator, which is the Capricorn. Operator is the Aquarius, and then what is generated is your Pisces. So now Capricorn is your ability to utilize yourself. Anytime you use yourself, you know yourself. Anytime you utilize yourself, you get into self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is the one that preserves or endures self-usage. So for example, I skate, okay? Now I go skating, with time, I will know certain tricks about skating, I will know movement uphill, downhill, I will know jumping, I will know everything. So when you use yourself, self-knowledge is the operation. Now the seeds, those are the seeds, the sperms that will fertilize the ovum, the seeds that will grow, that now you will utilize to become who you are now. Because I skate, I now have the potential of being a skater. So now, the generator is my ability to go skating. And then operator is now that knowing and investing and indulging in it for long term. And then that will give birth to my knowing of skating, which is literally will be part of my immune system. Every time you utilize yourself, you know yourself, and that becomes part of your immune system. So now when they are talking about, oh, they are killing all people, except people who can skate. So then I have an immunity against, that would have taken me out if I did not know myself. So just knowing yourself, every time you know yourself, that is what creates the combination of you utilizing yourself and knowing yourself is what creates you being able to be immune or to be clean spiritually. And then we go back and we start again. So this is an ever-going process. And it starts from the ear. Where does the ear start? Authenticity. Self-support. Authenticity plus self-support, you get self-thinking. Self-feeling, when you self-think, it will birth self-feeling. Self-feeling plus, so here is, it goes on, here you don't need to do work. You are not doing any work. But then guys, you need to know. Throughout the entire year, hi Mama Nikwa, throughout the entire year, you don't do work the entire time. You have resting points. You rest. This camouflages into this on its own. Your self-thinking camouflages into your self-feeling on its own. The same way your digestive system, your ability to analyze camouflages on your ability to balance on its own. And then your ability to visualize adventure, becomes your ability to utilize yourself on its own. Once you become a Barbie doll, so now, you know Barbie dolls become models. Hey, today my laptop is just being so, what's up? Anyway, I love you still. So, once you become a Barbie doll, now you know Barbie doll's model, and now, you can now model and pay your bills. You can now model and achieve your goals. And that strengthens your immune system, because remember, when your immune system is weak, you're broke. When your immune system is weak, you're sick. When your immune system is weak, poverty. Poverty, first of all, is the first signal of weak immune system. God's people are never poor. God's people are never poor. So poverty is the first sign and signal of weak immune system. And so anytime you utilize you go through this process, you create a Barbie doll, you are a Barbie doll, you know Barbie doll's model, and then now you can pay your rent. Now you are not poor. Now you can be authentic. Now you can support that authenticity. Now you can think for yourself. Now you can feel for yourself. Now you can love yourself. Now you can analyze yourself. And then balance yourself. Use that balance to create versions of yourself that you would like. That when you look at, you love their existence here. And then you see them. You see those versions in real life. After seeing them in real life, you utilize them properly to make money. And then, after you've utilized them properly, now you know that, oh, if we utilize ourselves this way, we make money. And now you get out of the cycle of poverty. The inability to be authentic and support yourself. Poverty is the inability to be authentic and support yourself. If you cannot be authentic and support yourself, poverty. So that is this is the entire cycle of a human being, and we are getting deeper into it. This is just a superficial introduction. And I hope up to this point there is nobody who is lost. Is there anyone who is lost up to that point? Before I move to the next slide. Naya, self-adventure has done what, my dear? Self-adventure is just seeing yourself in variety. Maybe she wants me to explain self-adventure more, so it's here. Seeing yourself in variety. For example, here, you have the ability, you have the energy you are distributing. You distribute those particular energy according to the way you desire. When you distribute those energy according to the way you desire, you see different versions of yourself. For example, as you can say, okay, this year 2025 I want to distribute energy to my nyash, just to see what I will look like with that nyash. Your self-adventure is your ability to see varieties of yourself, different versions of yourself. Okay, what do I look like with a red scarf? Okay, let me see. What do I look like with black lipstick? Okay, let me see. What do I look like with blue lipstick? Okay, let me see. What do I look like with a big nyash? Okay, let me see. What do I look like with a small nyash? Okay, let me see. So some people, it is the versions of themselves that they birth. So some people, they birth children. So here, then they birth children. So their Sagittarius energy becomes children. If you've ever had a child, that's a version of you. That's a version of you that you made from there. You created a version of you. But then you don't have to create a version of you that is a child. You can just become different. Last year, maybe you had small boobs. This year, you can say, okay, let me see myself in big boobs, and I see. Okay. Instead of having children, by the way, women having children is not the only thing we can do on this particular planet. You can just be, asking every year, like saying that, oh, for the next 5 years, I want to see myself with big boobs. Instead of having a child as a woman, those are options. Those are options. Children are not the only option. Children are like the 99th option. There are 198 options that you have as a woman to create versions of yourself. Instead of having a child, you can just say, okay, I want to see a version of myself that has long hair for the next 9 years. And then you have that. That's your child now. It's a version of you. Anyway, I hope you comprehend. Can I continue? Can I move on from this slide? Can I move on from this slide? So the next slide is this. We have all the 12th and the 13th. Today, I want you to see where your 13th is. Today, I want you to see where your 13th is. We have this 12th, and then we have the 13th that is observing this 12th. The 12th and this is the 13th. In Swahili, they call this mwili. They call this entire mwili because You have your outward appearance, and then you have these internal things. You have the nervous system is inside here. The skeletal system is inside here. The muscular system is inside here. The respiratory system is inside here. The circulatory system is inside here. The digestive system is inside here. The urinary system is inside here. The female reproductive system inside here. The integumentary system inside here. The endocrine system inside here. The male reproductive system inside here. The lymphatic system inside here. And yes, I said the female reproductive system is inside here. The male reproductive system is inside here. These and these, they are the same thing. And when you are a woman, you have both of them. When you are a man, you have only one. When you are a man, you only have one. When you are a woman, you have both. So now, this is the consciousness that is experiencing all this. We are the universe experiencing itself in human form. So all these things, they are experiencing themselves here. So your 13th is your awareness. Right now you are aware, you are watching me teach you about this. That awareness is what this is. It's an entity of its own. It's an entity of its own that can either be aware of this or walk like a zombie. When this entity is not aware of this, it is a zombie, it is an empty vessel. That is at the mercy of chance. That is at the mercy of fate. But when this entity is aware of this, then it becomes enlightened, self-creating, and never a victim to chance. Up to that point, slowly but surely, I hope that my people are getting the message about the 13th. People are always asking, where is the 13th? Where is the 13th? The 13th is the awareness, the vessel that holds all these. The vessel that holds all these is the 13th. So now guys, I want you to see, I've already explained to you the 12 parts of the body and how they operate. So now I want you to see them inside the ear. Where are we? We are here. This is the part of the year that we are on. Next we are going here, June, and then July, and then August, and then September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So now look at this. We have the equinox, summer solstice, equinox, and then winter solstice. If you cannot read them, I'm reading them. Winter solstice, summer solstice, equinox. Good life, what are you saying, my dear? So we have planting season. This is the planting season. This is the harvest season. And then we have down here, we have the storage season. After you get the storage season, and then you have the renewal season. Planting season, harvest season, storage season, and then the renewal season. And right now we are right here, about to jump to June. So equinoxes. What are equinoxes of the year? Let's go back. These are where the equinoxes happen. Now, what are equinoxes? Equinoxes are the equalizers. We have the sky above us and the sky below us. Above, below. Heaven, hell. Heaven, hell. The sun is present, the sun is absent. Things are growing, things are not growing, therefore a lot of storage and discipline is needed. So, the equinoxes of the year. We have Aries at set, east. We have equinox of east and equinox of west. So they tell you the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. These are the sun rises at equinox and then sets. And then goes underground and then rises again. So the sun rises at the east and sets in the west. So at authenticity is where new energy begins. Your number system, which is Aries, I said I've drawn them here. This is Aries, this is Libra. Those are the equinoxes of the year. Aries, I said, which is east, is your nervous system. And your nervous system brings out your relationship with yourself. Here when we are talking about generator, remember we are talking about generator, operator, generated. What is that generator? Your relationship with yourself. And it is that your relationship with yourself that dictates your face card and how easily you access the world. So guys, please, you know here we teach everything. We teach even how to make yourself beautiful. Here is the secret of a little. If you want a little face card, you face card, face card. You hear people talking about face card. A face that you like. A face you can work with. That is what a face card is all about. So remember, where does the face card come from? Your relationship with yourself dictates your face card and how you easily access the world. That is your authenticity. What is authenticity? Your authenticity is your relationship with yourself. How well do you listen to the inner authority? How well do you communicate with yourself? How well do you listen to the instructions of your soul within? That is what authenticity is all about. And it is that authenticity, your relationship with yourself, that dictates your face card. That is what you look like has nothing to do with your trauma or anything that you've ever been through. What your face looks like has everything to do with the relationship you had with yourself. If the relationship you have with yourself is terrible, your face card is going to be terrible to you. And remember, as within, so without. The moment your face card is terrible to you, nobody is going to like it.
In the bathroom.
How do you work? As long as you know, beauty is all about yourself. You cannot look at yourself in the mirror and hate yourself and then pretend that, oh, I'm the prettiest person alive. No. Your relationship with yourself is what dictates your face card, guys. How you treat yourself. How you talk to yourself within yourself. How you respond to yourself within yourself. That private relationship that you have, that secret relationship that you have with yourself behind closed doors, that is the relationship that dictates your face card. And the revelations of those face cards are always revealed in March, which is a sex season, which is Aries season. So your relationship with yourself, before I even go here to Sobek, let me just go back to the equinox so that we can study her properly. Remember I said this is generator, operator, generated. So,
Wait, so
it
you're
is
getting
your
some
relationship with
action
yourself that is the generator here.
Okay.
And then the operator is you supporting that relationship that you have with yourself. And then what we will get is you and you and yourself, the two of you, which is Aset and Asar, Aries and Taurus, living in harmony. Your authenticity and your self-support living in harmony, which is now the way you think for yourself. When your authenticity and your self-support are living in harmony, the result is you thinking for yourself. Your thoughts becoming healthy, your thoughts becoming fertile soil through which your nervous system grows. So that initiator here is your relationship with yourself. That is what you plant. Your relationship with yourself is what you plant in March. Now let's skip back to September and see. Another equinox that we have is the Libra season, the Sobek, this one, which is west. This is east, this is west. By the way, guys, this 12 zodiacs, this chart that carries the 12 zodiac, it's all about, it is the time, it is also the direction, compass direction. We have north, south, east and west, northeast, southeast, northwest, southwest, southeast, southwest. We have all that, that is all that's happening here. This is also a compass direction. So as I'm dealing with the compass, as I'm talking about the compass direction, this is where east originates from, west originates from, north originates from, south originates from. And so as I'm teaching this, please pay attention, especially if you are somebody who you've come across things like people saying the maps are upside down. Because how you know the maps are upside down, this is what tells you that the maps are upside down. The north and the south that are here cannot be changed, no matter what. So stay with me so that you see the truth about these things that we keep talking about. So now, the Libra energy, which is that Sobek energy, is represented by your urinary system. Your urinary system brings out your relationship with your outside environment. This system here, it brings out your relationship with your outside environment. So while your equinox, March equinox, is bringing out your relationship with yourself, which dictates your face card, the September equinox. Why is this thing not working? Can you guys even see the light? I think it's the battery is off. It's something. Something is wrong with the battery. Just give me a minute. Can you guys see me pointing? I think the battery. So can I have a battery from my remote? But I thought this battery was me. Can you now see it? I think the battery is still reducing. Let me come. Let me. I want to try and change the battery with the one in my remote. As I do this, just ponder upon what I'm talking about. So, your urinary system brings out your relationship with your outside environment. Your relationship with your outside environment dictates the size of your nyash and how easily you get to manifest or birth. So while your relationship with yourself dictates your face card, your relationship with your outside environment dictates the size and shape of your nyash, which also in turn dictates how easily you get to manifest. So your face card dictates your access. You know, people keep talking face card declined, face card declined. If you have a beautiful relationship with yourself, then face card will always be, and you meet angelic people, because also guys, you know the type of world we live in. We live in a demonic world. We live in a demonic world where if you are somebody who you have a beautiful relationship with yourself, when you go to Catholic church, they will see you as demonic. They will tell you, don't come here, we don't want to see you here. So your face card will decline in Catholic if you're somebody who you have a beautiful relationship with yourself. But if you're somebody who you have a terrible relationship with yourself, your face card will decline everywhere, even in the mama boga, even inside public transportation, even inside supermarkets, even inside the airport. Everywhere you go, your face card is declining, because your relationship with yourself gives you a face card that never declines. Your relationship with yourself, if it is angelic, it gives you a face card that never declines. If it is demonic, it gives you a face card that declines all the time. Now, the relationship that you have with other people, if you are somebody who you don't know how to distribute energy, you don't know how to balance yourself, you don't know how to distribute energy, so with most of the people, anything goes. You know, the world is always about negotiation. Everything we're always doing is all about negotiation. Now, somebody who balances themselves, they're not even easy to con. They're not gullible, they're not naive. They get their way. They bargain their way. Even spiritually, they're always getting their way. When you're somebody who you're always getting your way, your nyash will be very big. Oh. Your nyash will be very big. Oh. If you're somebody who you never get your way, you just never get your way. Your way does not go. Your way doesn't go anywhere. When people are bargaining, you cannot even bargain with somebody who is like a mama mboga selling vegetables. Even a mama mboga selling vegetables has authority over you. When you're that type of a person, you don't get to manifest as much. Because you'll be a pushover. You'll be a doormat to everybody. Everywhere you go, there are people who they cannot even stand up for themselves and say that, oh, I don't want this. I don't want to do this. With them, everything goes. Everything. Not there. Now, people whose nyash are there are people who, when they're buying from Mama Boga, they say, me, I have 100 bob. And Mama Boga believes, oh, let her too. Somebody else will go to Mama Boga and say, how much are you selling it for? Mama Boga says, 200 bob. And then they say, oh my God, okay, sawa. And yet another person has just come out of there and bought it for 100 bob. Nyash. Nyash dictates how you distribute energy. And your ability to distribute energy is what brings you manifestations. If you cannot distribute energy, your energy properly to get your way, your nyash will be small. If you cannot distribute your energy properly to get your way with people, with things around you, diplomacy is a personal thing. Your friends cannot keep talking to for you all the time, everywhere you go. Those personal dealings that you deal one-on-one. Some people, even their own households, bully them. Some people, even their own house help. Somebody she has employed, she's afraid of. She cannot talk or correct. There are people like that. People like that, no nyash at all. Are you guys getting this distribution energy that I'm talking about? Giving everybody what they deserve. Libra energy is all about giving everybody what they deserve. The fishermen who do not deserve to sail at the shore, the crocodiles will not let them pass. The fishermen that got their catch unethically, the crocodiles will not let them pass. But some people, they don't have these crocodiles, so they don't have the crocodiles. So even the people they live with, even their small sister will bully them into bankruptcy. Their own mother come to live in their house with their husband. You have your husband there, your husband's mother has come to live with you guys. And then you come crying online, and I don't know what to do, your nyash is small. People who have nyash that is functional, people don't bullshit around with them. When you have nyash that is functional, people don't project you to nonsense. People don't project you to nonsense. In fact, people even rarely con you when you have nyash, and it shows. Even though people approach con men, they approach a certain caliber. They don't just approach anybody. Spiritual con men, they only approach a certain caliber. So these Sobek energy is all about distributing energy to people who deserve, they get the kindness. People who don't deserve kindness, they get the cruelty. People who deserve kindness, they get kindness. People who deserve cruelty, they get cruelty. People who deserve to be bargained, they get bargaining. People who deserve to be bullied, they get bullied. People who deserve to be worshipped, they get worshipped. People who deserve to be helped, they get help. That is what Libra energy, Sobek energy is all about. That is what Sobek energy is all about. It's about, your Sobek energy is what now allows, what gets to live in your environment. It is your Sobek energy that is going to allow you to have your sister fuck your husband. It is your Sobek energy that is going to allow that. You know, there are people who they allow their sisters to stay with them, and then that sister ends up sleeping with their own spouse. Your Sobek energy. It dictates your boundaries. What do you let go? What do you let go, and what do you say, nope, cannot pass? That is what Sobek energy is all about. Are you guys comprehending what Libra energy is all about? If your Libra energy is weak, meaning if your nyash is small, even insulting you is very easy. Anybody can just insult you anyhow because it shows, the energy shows. That nyash being small is just telling people that, oh, by there, you can just insult me and get away with it. You can just fuck my man and get away with it, by the way. But then you can just overcharge me and get away with it. Mm-hmm. You can just push me over and get away with it. That is what small nyash says. If you have small nyash and you did not know what it is communicating behind your back without your knowledge, whether you are aware of it or not, the moment you are a small nyash is seen on you, those are the thoughts that are automatically triggered in other people. And the moment a big nyash is seen on you, people are like, I don't want to mess with their husbands, or I don't want to mess with their, I cannot push them, or this one will talk back, or this one will attack me, this one can insult me, this one can fight back. That is what is automatic. Your body, the way you sculpture your body is communication to the collective consciousness. The way your body has been sculptured is a natural communication to the collective consciousness even before you open your mouth to speak. Your arrangement, the way you've arranged your body is already telling people, this one can go, this one cannot. This one can pass, this one cannot. Whether you like it or not, so we did not create this. This is what now the gods made. This is what the gods made. The gods made. Now, after equinoxes, we have the summer and winter solstice. So why am I talking about the equinoxes and the summer and the winter solstice? Equinoxes are east and west. What happens at east? Your relationship with yourself. What happens at west? Your relationship with your outside environment. Your relationship with yourself. Your relationship with your outside environment. Your relationship with yourself at the east. Your relationship with your outside environment at the west. Aries is east, Libra is west. The equinoxes, they dictate east and west. East, west. After east and west, we have north and south. And I want you to listen very well because the current controversy that we have about the map is all about where north is and where the true south is. And you're going to get that answer today from me. Cancer, which is the nose, represents your respiratory system, your lungs. Now your respiratory system brings out your private life. It's all about your private life. Your lungs, your feelings. It's all about how, I told you your chest is another eye. It sees into your own life. How you behave when no one is watching you. That is what goes on in Cancer, in North. How you behave when no one is watching you dictates the shape of your breasts. So guys, you have your boobs. Some people have big breasts, some people have small breasts. But now let me tell you where the breast anatomy comes from spiritually. How you behave when you are alone dictate the shape and size of your breast. So when you look at people's breasts, you can already tell the amount and the shaping of their intuition, of their inside world. How they see themselves from an internal or an intrinsic point of view is all showcased in their breasts. Other than breasts, we have the Capricorn, thought, which is south. Represented by your hormonal system, your endocrine system, which brings your public life. So while north is all about your private life, south is all about your public life. How you behave when being watched publicly dictates the health and shape of your knees. The health and shape of your knees are dictated by how you behave publicly. How you behave when people are watching you dictates whether you are being useful or useless to yourself. While how you behave when nobody is watching you dictates how you feel, how you get to feel 24/7. How you behave when nobody is watching you is how you feel 24/7. Some people think that, you can just behave anyhow when people are not watching you, and then when you come out in the open, you'll feel differently because nobody knows what you did in secret. No! The feelings you have when you're alone, those are the feelings you get to have throughout, whether people are with you or people are not with you. Those are your natural feelings, the feelings that you have when you're alone. So now, this is Cancer is north, while Capricorn is south. So Cancer just means north, guys. The same way Aries just means east, Cancer just means north. In ancient Africa, they used to call north the house of Ptah, the house of Ptah, which meant north, northern hemisphere. Cancer means northern hemisphere. So Tropic of Cancer is like the Tropic of northern hemisphere. So we're going to get into it. So listen, when it comes to these particular equinoxes and solstices are initiation portals. So they are portals for starting, generators. To mean that north, south, east, and west are change welcoming angles and not compass directions only. These are change welcoming angles. So when you see Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, then we have Leo, Virgo, then we have Libra, then we have Scorpio, Sagittarius, then we have Capricorn, then we have Aquarius, Pisces. So these are the entry portals. Even in the world, these are the entry points, the portals, the entry portals. So not that, it's not just the entry portals in the body, but also in the world, where these places are, those are entry portals from into newer realms. So now Aries welcomes the planting season. It is a portal into the planting season, a portal into spring. What is a portal into spring? Your relationship with yourself. Cancer welcomes the harvest season, which is summer. What is the harvest season? Your own privacy. Your privacy is your harvest, by the way. There's a saying in Luo that goes, Pesa oluoro koko. Money fears noise. Wealth fears noise. In Luo, they say that. And it is very true because privacy equals wealth. Privacy equals harvest. So when Aries is welcoming authenticity, welcomes your relationship, welcome spring, your authenticity, which is your relationship with yourself, welcome spring. And then your privacy welcomes that harvest. And then down here we have Sobek, which is your balance, welcome storage. Storage is the fall season. After you've harvested here, you plant here, you harvest here, you store here, then you renew here. So Libra season welcomes storage, which is west, which is your relationship with others. So your relationship with yourself, your privacy. Your relationship with others, your publicity, which is Capricorn. Capricorn season helps welcome to renewal, which is winter season. Your publicity, your public life. So remember guys, we have an equinox here. Your relationship with yourself is above. Your privacy is above. Your relationship with others is below. Your publicity is below. As above, so below. But not as below, so above. So above can function on its own. But below cannot function on its own. You can live with a relationship with yourself. You can survive when you are private and with a relationship with yourself. But you can never survive when you don't have a relationship with yourself and you're not private, but you have a relationship with others and you're public. You cannot survive when you just have these without these. But when you have these without these, you can survive. But having these without these, you can't survive. But having all makes you whole. So these are the doorways into new realities.
Hey, when I see you,
before I explain the map,
hiding away in your room, eh?
Are we together up to that point?
No wonder your period was crazy. Like, I found all kinds of snacks. Don't take those
Are we
things
together up
in.
to that particular
Take
point? I
one
wanted
and
just to
done.
do north, south, east, and west. We will do
You
all
admit
these
you were eating a
also
ton of
as
snacks?
campus directions as
You're
we
you're
in another class,
eating a
but
ton
today
of
I just
sweets?
wanted this. I just wanted to put this.
Yes or no?
So your relationship with yourself is the generator,
It's not good for you,
the
Marissa.
authenticity. Then you supporting your relationship with yourself, and then you thinking for yourself when it comes to your relationship with yourself. That is the planting season. Your relationship with yourself, you supporting your relationship with yourself, and you thinking for yourself when it comes to your relationship with yourself. And then next we have your privacy. You thinking for yourself when it comes to your relationship with yourself will naturally bring your privacy. Your privacy brings about your self-love, which will help you to be more analysis. And then that analysis will help build your relationship with others. And your relationship with others will make you desire yourself more. And then mix, alchemize. For example, you have a relationship here with who? Let me say somebody's name. With Apora, or you have a relationship here with Amal, or you have a relationship here with Mimidi. And then it makes you now, because I'm sweating, I have a relationship with Amal now, I create a version of me that has a Amal concoction in it. Here, so that's self-desire. So your relationship with others helps you create the versions of you that you desire. And then the versions of you that you desire become your visuals. And then your visuals make you useful, which now make you public. Your visual is what now make you public, which is just making you useful. And when when you made public like that, you know yourself. And then you believe in yourself in this visual. Are you guys getting this particular circle? Because after this circle, we are going to get straight into astrology. You know white people are always using this 12th chart. You know, they're telling you, oh, your 7th house is in your 4th house. Your 6th house is in, check your 5th house. I'm always seeing, white people, white astrologers, and how much their language, you cannot comprehend it if you don't know. Like, the way they speak, if you're somebody who you don't know the basis of this, you will never get it. You'll just be like, what the hell are they talking about? But then after you comprehend this, now we'll get to a point where now it will be easy for you to comprehend what they're always talking about. When they come with those circle and telling you that, oh, this is the birth chart of New York City. That the circle is always this. Of which we will talk about it more with time, but this is usually that circle that they come with, and they tell you, oh, you see some lines drawn inside that circle like this, and then you're like, what the fuck is that? It's this. So we will learn about it as we go. This is the sky above you, the sky below you. And once you know the equinoxes and the solar stars, and you know what they are, those are the most important lines there. White people, they call these MC, IC, or whatever, some funny names. But us, we will just use their names alongside our own. So as I teach you this, please get into it, because know that now you will be in room with astrologers from Europe, and you will be able to comprehend everything they'll be talking about, like I do. So after this particular explaining to you about these 12 houses, the 12 houses, and the doors to the 12 houses. This is a door. There is no other door. This is a door. This is a door. This is a door. This is a door. So if you want new things, to know where new things happen. New things happen in March. New things happen in June. New things happen in September, and then new things happen in December. Those are the places where new things happen. Start watching your life and you'll notice. New things happen in March. New things happen in June, new things happen in September, and then new things happen in December. During the day we have Sundays. Circulatory system is the one that is running that particular. Where is circulatory system? Where is the circulatory system in the year? I want you to know which part of the year runs each and every day. So you see, July runs Sundays, basically. July runs Sundays because the sun is set in Leo. Leo is a July month. So July, the entire July is Sunday. Monday we have the respiratory system, which is June. So the entire June is Monday. Just know that, guys. When you stay aware of these things, it will make your year run very fast and very quickly and in so much awareness. So Sunday, July. Monday, June. Tuesday, the nervous system is March. Tuesday, the entire Tuesday is like March. Now the entire Wednesday is a combination of May and August. May and August. Wednesday is a combination of May and August. Thursday is November. Thursday is just November. Friday is April, a combination of April and September. These things, they are important, so note them. Friday is a combination of April and September. And then Saturday is December. What you do on Saturday, you need to be doing in December. What you do on Friday, you need to be doing it in April and September. What you do on Thursday, you need to be doing it every November. What you do on Wednesday, you need to be doing it every May and August. What you do on Tuesday, you need to be doing it every March. What you do on Monday is the same thing that you do every June. And then what you do on Sunday is everything that you do every July. Pisces. Which planet is Pisces in? I think Pisces is it controls one of the 3 expansive planets or something like that. But these are the ones that dominate on the days, guys. If you don't see a particular sign here, just know that it is not among the 7 days. The 7 days are controlled by these. Though something like Pisces maybe can come in Monday a little bit, and then something like Aquarius can come in Saturday, you know, a little bit, but something like Scorpio can come in when? Scorpio has no day here. Probably here, probably. But these are the signs. These are the signs that run the planets. Saturday is safe in Leo, Monday is safe in Cancer, Tuesday is safe in Mars, Wednesday is safe in... No, wait. Tuesday is safe in Aries, Monday is safe in... Moon is safe in Cancer, Sun is safe in Leo, Mercury is safe in Gemini and Virgo, Jupiter is safe in Sagittarius, Venus is safe in Taurus and Libra, and then Saturn is safe in Capricorn. So that's where that is coming from. guys. What you do on the 7 days and the months, February has no days. Or probably it would fall under Saturday, but let's endocrine carry that. So after you've worked on how you see inside, you see outside, you see inside, and then taking action will build up your skeleton. Communication, your muscular system builds. Expansion. Expansion and protection. Your ability to adventure, build. Your expansion, build. And then Friday, love. Your ability to love. And then Saturday, your ability to be useful to yourself and be healthy. So all this, each and every day you work on each. Like this is how much God, the Creator, did not want you to be in slavery, because each and every day you work on a different part. You don't even have a hurry. You don't even need to be in a rush. Each and every day you work on a different part of your body, and that is what accumulates. So now, this is what I want to talk about now. Oh, people are still writing those down. Let me go back. So this is what I say. Sunday, July. Monday, June. Tuesday, March. Wednesday, August and May. Thursday, November. Friday, April and September. And then Saturday, December.
Why?
Are you together with me now? Saturday, December.
I'm recording my thing.
April, September, November, May and August, March, June, July. Okay. So we have the Tropic of Cancer, Equator, and Tropic of Capricorn. And then we have the Tropic of Cancer, Equator, and Tropic of Capricorn. So this cannot change. The Tropic of Cancer is always north. No matter what. You cannot change it. It's north. Cancer, Tropic of Cancer means north. And Tropic of Capricorn means south. So instead of them just saying, but then this is north and this is south, they decided to say Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn.
Oh, I'm missing it. I don't know.
And then the equator stands for east and west. So now, I'm not going to tell you how the map is upside down. I want you to see it for yourself.
No, because that's what needs to record.
So I'm going to go back
Like it stops the recording.
into the Tropic of Cancer on our circle. So listen.
It'll play back. I'll let you hear it.
Here is where we have the Tropic of Cancer, and then here is where we have the Tropic of Capricorn.
She's showing how Africa,
of
everyone in
Cancer,
Africa knows the map is upside
Tropic
down.
of Capricorn.
So she's showing how.
The farthest place north, the farthest place south. So now, you know that above is represented by the presence of the sun. The sun is present, so this is representative of summer solstice. And then this is representative of winter solstice. So when the sun is not around, when the sun is around. When the sun is around, you harvest. You are north. When the sun is not around, there's renewal, death. You are south. So let's go back again. Let us go up. So here we have June. June is representative of Tropic of Cancer, which is up, and then Tropic of Capricorn, which is down. So this is hell. This cannot exist without this. Your authenticity, your self-support, your self-thinking, your self-feeling, your self-love, your self-analysis can exist on its own. But your self-balance, your self-desire, your self-visual, your self-usage, your self-knowledge, your self-belief cannot exist on its own without the upper part. But the upper part can exist on its own. And even in the human body, it's the peaks. This is where your head is, your neck, your arms, your chest, your heart, your stomach. All those are up. All those are up. All those are up. They are in heaven. So if I'm to stand right now, I don't want to stand, guys. But as you are seeing my body right now, my head, there it is. My neck, there it is. My arms, there it is. My chest, there it is. My heart, there it is. My stomach, there it is. That is heaven. And those parts of your body, they function when the sun, vision, your ability to see is around. Your ability to see yourself is around. And then we have now Sobek energy, Libra. Nyash. Nyash is below the equator. It's actually at the point where now the equator is bending with. It is at the point where the equator is bending out. And then your reproductive area, your vagina, your reproductive part is down. Your thighs are down. They form the second half. Your knees, they're down. They form the second half. And then your, how do you call this? Your Achilles heel is down. And then your toes, they're also down. So when you look at even this human being that I've drawn here, when you cut it into two, you have the upper part and then you have the lower part. So the upper part is where we have the Tropic of Cancer, which is the north. It is always north. The sky above. And then we have south, which is the sky below, represented by the knees, which is down. So up, you feel. Down, you utilize yourself. So when we go to the world map, guys, now, let's now go back to the world map with that particular information in your head. Let's now first of all go to the world map. And even before I come back to the world map, guys, this is the world map you're seeing it. Before I even come back to this world map, I want to also see something. I want you to see something also. Before you notice whether the map is upside down or not. So, without March, there is no September. March gives birth to September. Your relationship with yourself gives birth to your relationship with others. Without June, there is no December. Without Tropic of Cancer, there is no Tropic of Capricorn. So Tropic of Cancer mothers the Tropic of Capricorn. Without your ability to feel and be private, you cannot utilize yourself in public. So remember, this represents your private life, this represents your public life, this represents your relationship with yourself, this represents your relationship with others. So your relationship with yourself comes first, your relationship with others comes second. Your private life comes first, your public life comes second. So this matters this matters this. So let's go back to the world map now. Now let's look at this world map first of all. Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, we have the equator. Now if you look between this side and this side, do you think this side mothered this side or this side mothered this side? That is my first question. Because they are saying this is the Tropic of Cancer, this is the Tropic of Capricorn, meaning this is the mother of this. So it means that this region, South America, South Africa, Australia, are the children of this, of Middle East, Egypt, North America, and a little bit of where? This place. India, whatever. A little bit of Russia or something along those lines. I think it's somewhere. I don't know where that place is accurately. So, first of all, let's just answer. Do you think these people murdered these people, or do you think these people murdered these people? That's the first question that you need to answer in order for you to know where true north is. Because true north is where the mothers are. True north is where the mothers are, and then true south is where the result of the mothers are. So let's move to the next map. Do you think these ones mothered this? Because Cancer mothers Capricorn. Cancer is the one that mothers Capricorn. Cancer is the privacy, Capricorn is the public. Cancer is the private things that you make, Capricorn is the public things that you display. So now, do you think this area contains display of art that was made by these people? Or do you think this area is the one that contains display of art that was made by these people? So for example, look at Africa. South Africa was where Africans developed in private. And then North Africa, where they call North, this place, is where Africans developed in public. When you put them up like this, that makes sense. But when you put them up like this, then it will tell you that Egypt is where Africans develop themselves in private, and then South Africa is where Africans develop themselves in public. But no, because the white man is the one that wants to put South Africa as home. So now they develop in private in Europe, and then they come develop in public in South Africa. So they're turning the map upside down. And that's why they're making it to be like, this is the Tropic of Cancer, the point of origin. Which is true, it is the point of origin of Europeans. So this is a European depiction. Their point of origin is Europe, which is their point of privacy, and then they expand in South Africa. But that is not true to Africans. As Africans, our point of origin is South Africa, and then where we expanded was Kemet, where we stored everything that we made from South Africa. So guys, as I teach like this, I don't cover everything. Sometimes after classes when I remember I did not mention something. Look at these things and also just let your ancestors subliminally reveal things to you, because when we move by logic, then the truth can never be erased. And this is why I'm always saying, the zodiacs that we use, Europeans, they stole our zodiacs. And when they stole our zodiacs, when they stole our zodiac, they did not change the zodiac. You see, it still remains the same. North remains north. It is only the map that was turned upside down so that north seems like Europe is north. But the zodiac signs, they remain the same. Equator remains equator, meaning Capricorn remains Capricorn. Equator remains equator, meaning Aries remains Aries, and Libra remains Libra. North remains North, South remains South. But now, when you turn the maps upside down, then you see, it changes everything. It makes these people are now the ones that are children to these. So when you look at the Tropic of Cancer as well, it shows June is a point of harvest. Let me go back also. I just want to explain it more so that you guys can, even after I've left, you can explain it by yourself. So as I was explaining to you this Gog and this, I told you that this is where heaven is. This is where hell is. Heaven, hell. Heaven, hell. Heaven, hell. So Tropic of Cancer remains heaven no matter what. Tropic of Cancer remains heaven no matter what. That's where harvest occurs. Tropic of Capricorn remains hell no matter what, because this is where death occurs so that a rebirth can happen. That's where death occurs so that a rebirth can happen. Now look at the map, it's the same thing. Now when you look at the map, Tropic of Cancer is heaven, Tropic of Capricorn, hell. But then, you know, that's European. According to Europeans, according to Africans, Tropic of Cancer is heaven, Tropic of Capricorn is hell. Hell has snow. So when they're turning Tropic of Cancer to be, remember, guys, remember what we do echoes into infinity. So just the fact that the white man made the Tropic of Capricorn to be in South Africa, now South Africa snows. Because it is being called, when you call, names are portal. Just calling a place something can change the way it responds to nature. So now we have a situation where this South Africa is busy snoring, a place that shouldn't even be having a snow. But then as we continue, we will even talk about the Antarctica and the mystery behind this place. The mystery behind this particular place. There never used to be an ice wall, there never used to be a boundary, but that boundary appeared the moment the world authenticity was cut. So Antarctica represents the world authenticity. So the moment that world authenticity was cut from supplying the world, then as above so below, whatever we do, nature replicates. Whatever we do, nature replicates. So even the weather, it is our own action. Climate is our own action. Changing vegetation is our own action. Changing patterns, migration patterns is our own action. So even accumulation of ice along these particular places is now being our own action of calling this place hell when it is clearly the heaven. You call her hell long enough, she believes it, she starts to snow. It's the same way with you. People start calling you ugly, 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 ugly. They do it long enough, you believe it, you start to look ugly. That is the situation that happens also with South Africa. You call her hell long enough, it becomes hell. So up to that point, are you comprehending why the maps are upside down? Yeah, South Africa cannot be, because South Africans cannot be Capricorns. They cannot embody the Capricorn energy, and that's why they struggle so much, the way they're struggling there. They are fillers. Those are wealthy people that are supposed to be wealthy. And you see their wealth aura is showing even though they are broke there as fuck. South Africa is poor as fuck, especially black South Africa is poor as fuck, but you cannot see the poverty because they are naturally wealthy because of where they live. So a lot of Africans even see South Africans and they think that South Africans are so rich. A lot of Africans see South Africans and they think South Africans are so rich, but it is their aura, guys. Visit them is when you will see what is going on there, but it is their aura. The money is not there. The aura, they have this rich aura. Sometimes you can even think South Africans are, you can think South Africans are richer than places like Kenya, but they're not. Kenyans are richer than South Africans because Kenyans don't even get grants. But then Kenyans look poor visually. South Africans look rich visually. Why? Because of the positioning. Where they've been positioned. The places that they are. So we live in a world where it is upside down. The people that live here, they look rich, but they are not rich. Now the people that live here, they look poor with dirty shoes, but they are not poor. They've taken the money of the people that live here. And that's what they do. They constantly continue to do. So anyway, guys, that is... Yes, I thought they were... They are not, my friend. It's the aura. They have the richness aura, but there's no liquid cash working in South Africa. South Africa does not even have tangible sponsors. People that can give you proper money. In South Africa, you give a girl 2 shillings and they think, you know, there's no financial riches there, but there is that aura richness, which, as we continue to debunk the map of the world, and we continue to do that spiritual shift, then they will go back to who they belong. They are supposed to be rich, looking rich, and rich also. Not just looking rich and poor. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. And... Yes, UK are Capricorn, and those are Capricorn. We'll talk about this more. We'll talk about this more. This is just the beginning of this particular topic. We'll talk about it more, but just ponder on it. Ponder on it. Yes, they have energetic riches there, which is beautiful. They don't even. I'm sure South Africans don't even know what people see when they look at them. But the ones who have traveled, they know. The ones who stay in South Africa, which is the majority of them, they don't go anywhere. They don't know what people think about them. People think you guys are rich there. You guys better start working to match it too. Because now you'll reach a point where now you look rich, but you're not rich. That is the worst curse that you can ever have. It's like being a beautiful girl, being born in the trenches. Being beautiful and being born in poverty. The biggest curse, because nobody will save you. People will always think you have money. Nobody will ever believe that you are ever broke. Kumbe, you are in the trenches. Yes. So guys, that is the end. That is the end of this particular class today. Teacher, tonight you're personal. Yeah, I know I'm personal, but I will be personal. But please just know I'm not personal. I will continue being personal, but just know I'm not personal. Okay? I'll continue being personal, but just know I'm not personal. I'm just teaching, guys. And I like everyone. I love everyone. But I have to teach. I have to teach the truth. You know, the ability to teach this particular truth. Sometimes the truth is even against me. But I have to teach it. That is what makes me a good channel. If I start to you know, meander because I'm making some people ashamed or whatever, then I will not go anywhere. Sometimes the things I say here are even against me, but I have to say it. And these are things that when I'm meditating, I talk to my spirit guides, I tell them, I will say even the things that are against me. I will say even the things that are shameful towards me, as long as it is the truth. Because the truth sets souls free. And me, I enjoy it like that. So if I was personal, just know that sometimes I'm personal even to myself. It's normal. Let's continue. Because the truth has to be taught. We all fall short. But the truth has to be taught, especially in a world where it has been distorted so much. Yes? Yes. So, at this point, unless you guys have any question. Yes. Now, if somebody asks you, why are you saying the maps are upside down? Can you explain?
Yep, is still there.
Goddess is just a female version, which is just patriarchy, which is, just know that, they mean the same thing. Let me just cut the story short. They mean the same thing. Yes. So if there's no any question, then we keep continuing like this. City cartography. Let's share some. City cartography is what? Very confident. Thank you. So if there's no question, guys, I'll just leave. And just to let you all know, guys, I'm doing amazing. I'm doing very fine. After that battle that we fought, of them wanting to ban TikTok and that took a lot of my energy, guys. Right now, just allow me to move slowly. Hey! Those particular issues that they were having about we're banning TikTok today, tomorrow, whatever, it was so exhausting and draining. And right now I'm just at a point where I just want to continue slowly until I feel like, okay, I cannot be slowly anymore. I'll now punch through the wall. But before then, allow me, please. Allow me to just be slowly like this with you guys. And we move on. I think she means astrocartography. We'll talk about it. Just be pole. We'll talk about it probably even before the end of this month. Astrocartography. Yes, the whites are doing what works for them. Somebody's saying we as Africans shouldn't follow the whites blindly. They're doing, yes. And they know that what they're doing only works for them, and they see our people trying to do what works for them, knowing very well that it won't work for us, but they don't tell you. They just, demonic people are just demonic people. Me, I'll tell you that for free. I'll tell you that for free, and at the end of the day, you cannot blame anybody. We have to do what we have to do to get this particular information out, and it is coming out, guys. And guys, don't even worry that it is 115 of you here. Information, once it is out to one person, oh, it's out. Never even think that you need to tell information to so many people for it to make the impact it needs. No, information, as long as it is out, 2-3 people have it, you leave your information. As long as you vomit that, umesema ikutoke. As long as I don't die with this particular information, oh, the work is being done. Yeah, as long as the information is coming out, let it come out. Let it come out. And don't follow the white man blindly. Let that be your logo. Do not follow anything or anyone, especially on this particular planet in the modern day, blindly. Be willing to sit down, learn before you make your decisions. The truth shall set us free. Exactly. Na mimi muniache nimemaliza. Na nimemaliza hivyo. And before I go, I just want to tell Kenyans that are here that we are a very special caliber. We are a very special caliber, especially when we are awake and aware. A Kenyan who is not awake and aware is a very dangerous weapon. So Kenyans who are awake and aware know that you're very dangerous weapons as well, but to the collective consciousness. Because we are weapons of the world. Kenyans have always been weapons. So if you are awake, you are a weapon to the enemy, to the creator. But if you are not awake, as a Kenyan, you are a weapon to the enemy. So as a Kenyan, all I can tell you is be awake so that you become a weapon to Mumbi. And please stop sleeping so that you don't become a weapon against Mumbi. If you are a Kenyan and you are asleep, you become a weapon against the Creator. And if you're Kenyan and you're awake, you become a weapon for the Creator. So go forth and be weapon. I'm Kenyan, so you know I'm a marathon. Run these people up. Marathon. Anyway, guys, bye. Have a beautiful time.